the 7 generations of consoles, which was the PS3 and the Xbox 360, Rockstar made a lot of good games and masterpieces. None of those games that came out for the PS3 and 360 generation were failures or bad games. They were all good. They had GTA 4, Red Dead Redemption 1, Midnight Club, LA Noire, Max Payne 3, and Grand Theft Auto 5, which was the last PS3 and 360 game Rockstar ever released for 7th gen. But the big 3 masterpieces that a lot of people consider was the golden age of Rockstar and the best generation of console games for Rockstar, a lot of people say was PS3, and I know PS4 is the best Rockstar game ever made, and Xbox One, which is Red Dead Redemption 2. But I'm just talking about, like, when they made a lot of games every year, when we got new games every year. Anyway, the big 3 that catches everyone's mind that are considered masterpieces are GTA 4, Red Dead Redemption 1, and Grand Theft Auto 5, which we all know came to PS4, Xbox One, PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC. And I'm not saying LA Noire or Max Payne 3 or Midnight Club Los Angeles are bad games. They're really good games. I'm just saying which ones people think of the most from the PS3 and 360 generation was Grand Theft Auto 4, Red Dead 1, and Grand Theft Auto 5. And I'm also not going to say, or should I say deny, PS2 and Xbox original had really good games. Like, they had San Andreas, Vice City, GTA 3, Vice City Stories, Liberty City Stories, Bully, The Warriors, and other games. I'm not saying any of those games are bad because they're really good games and I haven't played all of them, but I'm getting off topic though for what this topic's about. We all know a couple months ago that Rockstar and Take-Two, it was leaked, and according to an insider in the gaming industry, that apparently, I always took it with a grain of salt when this news was first revealed, that apparently Rockstar Games, after the GTA Definitive Edition trilogy remastered for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PC, Nintendo Switch, apparently, and like I always say, take stuff with a grain of salt. Apparently, Rockstar and Take-Two apparently had more plans for remasters or remakes, and apparently the next ones that were supposed to be, were going to be supposedly, was a GTA 4 remastered and Red Dead Redemption 1 remaster or possible remake, which a Red Dead remake, I remember for years was talked about coming, like a remake or a remastered. Either way, it would be a day one buy for me, but anyway. But yeah, so apparently, I know I already said this, apparently a GTA 4 remaster and a Red Dead 1 remaster or remake was apparently ready to be shipped and announced. But apparently, after the bad reception of performances of, like, how the game ran and how people were unhappy with the GTA Definitive Edition trilogy, which had Vice City, San Andreas, GTA 3, Rockstar wasn't feeling confident. Apparently, they put it on the shelves, apparently. But here's the thing, though, which is surprising. It sold pretty well, the GTA trilogy. It sold 10 million copies, and it's probably sold a little bit more since then. And if these leaks and rumors and those insiders of the game industry were true, that they had 4 and a Red Dead, whatever it is, plan, I think it would be pretty good. And here's how I think a Red Dead remake could be amazing. Like, they could, like, give it better AI. If it was a remake, they could give us, what do you call it, better gore, like in the first Red Dead. I'm not expecting, like, what I'm saying is a cool remake would be, like, have mentions of Arthur in missions with John talking to Vil, or Dutch, or hell, even throughout the game, you can hear Micah if you have low honor, or if you have Arthur by having high honor. They could do something with the honor system. My idea for a remake would be not to change it a lot, to just do it 50-50. Keep it to the classic feeling of the original. I'm not expecting, would not want realistic gameplay. The Deadeye levels, just keep it like the gameplay pretty much the same, but update the animal AI, the gore, and maybe add extra cutscenes. This time, for example, Edgar Ross can mention Arthur to get John upset, and have the stranger mention in the mission I Know You mention Arthur, which would be very good. Like, the remake doesn't need facial hair growing, buy a lot of clothes. I say just keep it to the way it was originally, where you just unlock clothes and buy pieces of them. And like I said, just a few cutscenes, mentions of Arthur, a huge makeover in graphics. Reasons why I want to remaster or remake is because I want to see like Tumbleweed as a ghost town upscaled, Dutch's gang hideout, Blackwater with its buildings fully complete, like to see it in 1911 with amazing graphics. I want to see that, what it looks like. I want to see Mexico and what they would look like upscaled in 1911, and play the war mission in El Presidente, or go to this location with upscaled graphic. And see Armadillo, my favorite place in the Red Dead universe, and my favorite place in the first and second game, what it looks like in 1911 after the plague that hit in Red Dead Redemption 1. And plus, Red Dead Redemption 1 was my first rated M game. It would be nostalgia to see it upscaled with new character models for Jack, Abigail, Bonnie McFarlane, Louisa, and Jack especially with him growing up as an adult. It would just be great. And second reason why, one of the most important reasons why I would want a remake or a remastered is to play the best DLC of all time, in my opinion, and my favorite DLC that is $10, then came out $10, that gave you a whole new single player 10 to 15 hour campaign, new weapons, 2 multiplayer modes, characters in multiplayer, and tons of good content. Imagine how cool it would just be to play this horror, scary, cheesy Western zombie DLC of John Marston, who goes out looking for a cure after his wife and son are bit, and finds the world gone to madness. Imagine how cool it would be to see the character models for the zombies, and how scary it would be to play this with a remastered or remake graphics for the zombies and the zombie animals. With the original soundtrack, especially doing the graveyard missions at night, which you do in this game, were scary enough, but imagine how scary with improved weather, lightning, and how dark it would be. And mostly important is because the Undead Nightmare DLC is broken. There's headless zombies, which causes you unable to save towns, complete a mission, and that starts up in the Xbox and PS3 version years after release in 2010, which really sucks, and it just ruins the game, especially when you're on main missions and you can't complete them. Undead Nightmare has been broken for a while, I think since 2014, after Rockstar stopped support for it, and plus the Warhorse, who's not supposed to buck you off or run out of stamina, is bugged or have a hard time in control, which is part of the 4 horses of the apocalypse. Act like the zombie horse, the undead horse is in the game, which that's something I would love to see. Imagine how cool it would be to see the undead horse, Sasquatch, with a makeover, either in a remastered or a remake, really upscaled. And I know the Series X and Xbox One X gave it some enhancements, but imagine how cool if Rockstar gave it some really good upscaling. it would be nice to see the four forces of the apocalypse upscaled, the Jubacabra, damages in the towns. All that would be great. And one last thing, few things I'll mention. This in a remake or a remastered, due to hardware when it's back then, Rockstar could add those 2 side missions where Mother Superior is asking John to do a favor, and the giant side mission, that stuff could be added. It's not like they could, it's not like where they would have to remake those missions. It's like they're probably already saved on their hard drives or in the files of the game. All they gotta do is just animate it and add it in. Then there's also the long requested Grand Spell 4 and episodes from Liberty City, which stars Nico Bellic, Johnny from the Lost and Damned DLC, and Luis from Ballad of Gay Tony. This has been a long second request for GTA remasters. Originally released for the PS3, 360, then in PC in 2009, GTA 4 has been out for 14 years, and it's been put on backwards compatibility, and on Xbox One and Series X, it runs on 60 frames on the Xbox Series X. But PlayStation 4 and 5 players have yet to get their hands on it. And Xbox players are wanting a remaster so bad. And we didn't get any, like something for its 10-year anniversary back in 2018, which was 4 years ago. And after hearing that a remaster was canceled, I feel for all the GTA 4 fans. And I'm a GTA 4 fan. I thought GTA 4 was the worst in the series because I didn't play it much when I first played Grand Spell 4. I think it was 2011 or 12. And I bought it again in 13, but it was a week before 5 came out. So I thought GTA 4 was the worst in the series. And yes, I'm going to admit that. But after playing it last year on the Series X and some of my Xbox One, completed Lost and Damned, Gay Tony, and knows what happened in 4. I really, really love it. It's the second best GTA in my opinion, and it would be great to see Nico Bellic, Johnny when he was younger and before his unfortunate demise, and Luis upscaled with new character models back. And the original soundtrack would be awesome. And in fact, imagine how cool it would be to see Liberty City, even though it would be set in 2008 and 2009. It would be weird going back. Imagine how cool it would be to see this game with like remastered graphics driving through Liberty City. Imagine how beautiful the city would look, especially in Gay Tony. Like, this has aged not like amazing, but it still looks good. But imagine how cool it would be in the nightclubs on Gay Tony, like how colorful it would be, and the city lights of Liberty City. And Liberty City is the only GTA that hasn't been upscaled from the HD universe and made its way onto PS4 or PS5. And I know we're GTA 3, but I'm talking about from the HD. And with the unfortunate leaks that happened for Rockstar, now that we know GTA 6 is definitely going to Vice City, Liberty City is the only place that hasn't gotten like a PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Series X, like huge upscale. So it would be really cool for them to have GTA 4 come remastered one last time for PS4 and PS5. But Rockstar's probably main attention is GTA 6. And one last important thing for why I want it to come this fucking bullshit. On Series X, since it runs at 60 frames, GTA 4's last mission is broken. When you have to climb on the helicopter, this shit happens, and it's annoying. Rockstar's not going to fix the original version. They're all working on GTA 6 and GTA Online, so this is not going to get fixed. But anyway, streamer things why I would like to see a remastered and a remaster or remake for Red Dead 1. 2 cents for GTA 4, and 1 cent for Red Dead. Well, actually, 2 for, so that would be for 4, like 4 cents in total. Is the original Rockstar video editor that was exclusive to PC, which made sense. PS3 and 360 couldn't run it. As much as I would want a director mode for a GTA 4 style, it would take too much time. But the Rockstar original editor's already there for PC. All they gotta do is just make a console version. It's not like they would have to make it. It's already there. Well, there's a couple more multiple reasons why I would love to see a GTA 4 and Episodes from Every City Complete Edition remastered. Is to ride my bike listening to Wanted, Dead or Alive, and Lost and Damned, do the biker gang wars, and play the really good missions of GTA 4 main game and Episodes from Every City. Maybe see some modern gameplay enhancements, but what can really GTA 4 do for some modern gameplay enhancements? Because it has Swim and the Waypoint, which was there from 2008. Like, what can it really do? The only thing I can see it doing is giving the radio weapon wheel GTA 5 style aiming, I guess. Like, it doesn't need, like, GTA 5 to be able to put attachments on your guns. It doesn't need that. It doesn't need a first person, as much as that would be cool. But this would just be a remaster, not a remake. Like, what else could they really do? Does GTA 4 really need the GTA 5's weapon wheel? But, like, in where you just can carry one gun of each slot. Like, does it really need the weapon wheel? I guess most of the young kids would want it, so I guess you can put it there. And the only other thing I can guess is checkpoints for the main base GTA game, because Episodes from Rare City does, and I think GTA 4 base game doesn't. That's it I can think of. So yeah, that's all I can see is just the radio wheel, the weapon wheel, more checkpoints, I guess, new character models, ray tracing. That's one thing I forgot to mention. It could be in a Red Dead Redemption 1 or remaster or remake. That's something. And that's pretty much it for what I think GTA 4 can have, besides a lighting improvement, graphics overhaul, character models, and that is it. But before we wrap this up, I'm going to talk about a few more extra reasons why I hope this week and rumor was true and the insiders were true, and why I want these remasters / remake to happen, and how I think they could still happen if it was real. If it's real, I mean, what they said, that it was put on shelves after the disappointment by Grove Street Games, the developers of the GTA Remastered Definitive Edition trilogy of GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. Probably wasn't a good idea to give that to a developer that was mostly famous for making iOS and PSP ports of video games. That was published only by Rockstar. Rockstar didn't develop it, they published it, but game off topic. Anyway, I'm sure now the GTA trilogy's been fixed, but apparently there was also weeks after the trilogy launched that Rockstar had plans for, I'm not sure what the number was, for more remasters and remakes, and apparently Take-Two had that planned as well, but other reasons why I want GTA 4 and Red Dead to get remasters and a remake possibly for Red Dead only is because for GTA 4, I would love to have, like, the new school GTA fans that played, even though I'm a new school fan, I started with 4, 5 was my second, and 5's the best in my opinion. But for fans that only played 5 their entire life, it would be nice to see, like, the younger kids, even though kids are not supposed to be playing those games, but oh well. Or the younger generation to experience what that gave GTA its bigness, or I guess, no, that's not good English, but, and it's the same thing for Red Dead. For new school Red Dead fans that never played Red Dead Redemption 1, probably wouldn't want to play the old gen versions. It would be nice to see the younger generation and the younger fan base of Red Dead fans play an upscaled version. Even though it would be upscaled, but they would see what made it so great. And new graphics, especially for the old fans. Like, Red Dead Redemption was my first rated M game. And it was my first Rockstar game. I would have so much nostalgia seeing a remaster or remake with new graphics. And the last 2 reasons for both games is the multiplayer. And yes, I know this has a very low chance of happening because Rockstar wants people to play GTA Online and not go back to old games with remastered multiplayer. I know this doesn't have a high shot of happening, but I played GTA 4 not in its prime. I played Red Dead Redemption in 2012 when it was still in its prime. 2013 and a little bit of 2014, but then I stopped playing Red Dead Online. I did play the Amazing Story first, and that's why you play the Amazing Stories first. But anyway, imagine how cool it would be to play classic GTA multiplayer without all the futuristic vehicles. And with GTA Online on PS3 and 360 shut down, the only way to play classic GTA now is on the PS3 and 360 without all this flying stuff, the oppressor, the futuristic vehicles. And who knows how long the old servers will be up. I hope they don't go down, but that would be very cool to play, like, all the modes, play free roam, classic GTA free roam, where you can turn off the cops, pick any weather, what weapons. It would be good, but I don't think Rockstar wants people to leave GTA Online because they would lose revenue than money. And for Red Dead, it would be very cool to play it remastered, the multiplayer, one last time, where you can do, like, old classic gang hideouts, stronghold, hold your own, without the ability cards. And I know ability cards aren't in Red Dead Redemption 1 multiplayer. But you get what I mean. And probably the most important reason for multiplayer is Undead Overrun. To me, this is the best zombies mode and best zombies out of any video game. When I was a kid, or should I say in my final years, my preteen and my early teenagers, I would play Red Dead multiplayer, Undead Overrun, so much. It was a huge addiction. I had so much fun on it. I just couldn't get enough of it. Like, this mode, I wish they expanded on it, or would have brought to Red Dead Redemption 2, but oh well. But anyway, they probably wouldn't bring back multiplayer for Red Dead and GTA 4, because everyone would be in free roam, and they wouldn't make microtransaction sales. So the only way I can see them bringing Undead Overrun back is if they just did the only multiplayer mode is Undead Overrun in the co-op missions. That's the only way I would see them adding multiplayer in a remaster or remake for Red Dead Redemption. The same with GTA 4. The only thing I can see them giving us a sort of multiplayer, with GTA 4 only having the missions, like bomb the base too, because let's be real, Rockstar's not going to have, if they did add multiplayer, would not have the entire thing, because they would lose money and people would be leaving to GTA 4 multiplayer. And the only other thing I can see them adding is for GTA 4 is the mission Deal Breaker. And the most famous mission out of GTA 4's multiplayer is Hangman News. And this one's my personal favorite. And it's probably the most popular one out of the GTA 4's multiplayer. So yeah, that's the only way I can see multiplayer coming for GTA 4. And for Red Dead, like I said, if they only did Undead Overrun and co-op missions, like in a remaster or remake, I guess it would be better than nothing. I guess they would let us pick our character, title, and that's pretty much it. And one last thing why I would love to see this is because I like those missions. And, like, the kidnapped girl. This mission. The war mission. I forget their names. And one last thing is the PC players. So, yeah. And, oh yeah, forgot to mention is, if these leaks and rumors were true because they were canceled and they wanted to focus on GTA 6 instead, and because they weren't happy with the reception of the GTA trilogy, here's how I think these remasters could still happen. If 6 gets to wait for a couple of years, GTA 6, or with the Max Payne 1, 2 remakes happening by Remedy Games, say like they run well and do well, since they've been confirmed to be happening, Rockstar could see how well they do and either give Remedy the green light to make more remasters and remakes of Rockstar games. But so yeah, that's how it can still happen. Anyway, guys, these are the reasons why I hope the Red Dead Redemption 1 remake and GTA 4 remaster happens, and how it could still happen. But like, we don't know what's gonna happen, but who knows? LA Noire got remastered unexpectedly, and not many people were asking for it, but some were. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait until time tells, or whatever the saying is. Anyway, everybody, I know this is a very long video. I just wanted to talk about, like, my thoughts on, I know this is old news, about apparently a GTA 4 remastered and a Red Dead Redemption 1 remake or remastered that's been leaked and rumored according to the insider. Sorry, it's a long video. It takes up too much time again. I'm gonna try to make these videos shorter while explaining what I think, given my opinions. But overall, just thanks for watching if you made it to the end, and hope everyone has a good rest of their day.